So as we've covered on our YouTube show, journalist and friend of Midwestern Marks Wyatt Reed recently ended up on a Ukrainian government kill list. Since the Russian military operation began, Reed has been on the ground in eastern Ukraine in what's known as the Donbass region, releasing videos and on-the-ground reporting about what's been happening. But because he's critical of the Ukrainian government, who has banned opposition parties and opposition journalists, they've put him on a kill list, along with many children, such as this 13-year-old girl from Lugansk who blogs about her daily life. And now, last night, Wyatt Reed came within inches of being killed by an artillery strike on a civilian area in Donetsk. Fired, of course, by the Ukrainian military, who just got $92 million from the Pentagon to replenish their artillery, and who we recently found out are getting direct help from U.S. Special Forces.
We're here at the corner of Ottoman Street and Rova Ave, where a artillery strike by the Kiev regime just rocked this intersection. I was about 100 meters away at the time, and as you can see, the devastation is incredible. This is a normal occurrence for the people of Donbass, the people of Donetsk. They are living under this threat every day, and I just got a taste myself. I watched a massive explosion rock this corner. I was walking back from a restaurant. If I'd been just a few seconds faster, I would have been killed. It's hard to describe this as anything other than terror tactics.
So that's what's been going on since 2014, when the US and US-backed NGOs toppled the Ukrainian government, which wanted to bring peace to the Donbass region and make it legal to speak the Russian language. But that regime was kicked out by the US and replaced with an extremely anti-Russian regime who's been waging a war and firing artillery shells on civilian areas in the Donbass ever since. So are people starting to see how complex this conflict is compared to the way US mainstream media makes it out? And the massive US and NATO role that's been played in inflaming this conflict? How being an anti-imperialist means doing more than putting a bunch of Ukraine flags in your bio and yelling Slava Ukraini? And I mean, if you can't see it at this point, I guess I don't really know what to tell you. But if Ukraine keeps firing artillery at journalists like this, then they're well on their way to being the big Israel that Zelensky wants them to be.